afternoon, everyone. This is your host, Deanna Kuempel with Label Free Podcast. To live your best life, you must live label free. As you can see, I'm doing an in-person interview today. You know I love my in-person interviews. I'm super pumped to let you get to know my next guest. She is the owner and photographer at Chicago Boudoir Photography. Boudoir is a luxury Victoria's Secret style photo shoot experience for the everyday woman where you can feel empowered and confident. She also has the VIP group for Empowered Women of Chicago on Facebook that has over 8,000 members, and it's an awesome group. Either one you need to go check out, follow, all those good things. Liz lives in Evanston with her husband, 2 daughters, and French bulldog, Quarantina. I love it. Also, her studio here where we're at recording is in Winnetka, Illinois, a beautiful studio. We're going to give you a little tour when we're done with the first part of our interview so you can see it. Please welcome Liz Hanson. Liz?
Hey, thanks for having me.
I'm so excited to do this with you.
Me too. I'm so happy to meet you and have you here.
Yes. Okay. So can you please introduce yourself to the audience and tell them a little bit about your background?
Sure. Like you said, my name is Liz. I'm the owner and photographer here at Chicago Boudoir Photography. Now, boudoir is a fancy French word that means a woman's bedroom. But what I do is I take pictures of women here. It's an empowering experience. Typically, women want to take pictures that are kind of on the sensual or sexy side. And then they go home with an album to either give as a gift or to look at to remember how beautiful and powerful they felt that day.
I love it. So now I've done some boudoir, and I know that it's not very popular, and it can be a little nerve-wracking for women to put yourself out there and be vulnerable. So I absolutely love what you do, and your pictures are phenomenal. We're going to give you an example. All her links will be in the show notes, but let's talk about what made you get into the boudoir space.
Yeah, so like you said, it can be a little bit nerve-wracking. It might be a little taboo, but what I've found doing this is that, like, every woman who comes in here, we just have a great time. The nerves melt away when you see what we do and how I operate. I got into this actually about 7 years ago. I did my own boudoir shoot for myself.
Cool.
And I walked in, I was shaking in my boots. I mean, this was really outside of my comfort zone. I'm a mom, and I just had never done anything like this before. But I'd heard about boudoir, and I knew my husband would love the gift.
Yes,
so right? So I didn't tell him I was doing it. I did it as a secret surprise. Got my hair and makeup done, and during the shoot, I felt liberated somehow in my body to do something like this. Yeah. And I came home, and I gave him the album, and he loved the gift. Yeah. And it was a confidence boost I didn't know I needed. Sure. So at the time, I was taking pictures of families and babies. I was already a photographer, but after that boudoir photo shoot experience, I thought, I want to try and give that back to some other women.
Love it.
Yeah, so I ended up opening up this boudoir boutique. That's all I do now. I don't shoot weddings or families anymore, just boudoir here. I've been here 3 years, and I absolutely love it. I've photographed almost 800 women.
That's a lot of women.
That's a lot of women. And we have women from all walks of life. Sure. I have photographed a rabbi, pastor's wife, a psychic, doctors, lawyers, bartenders, young women. I've had women as old as 70 in here.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we just have a great time, and I love the confidence it gives to every woman who steps in my studio.
Yeah, I love that. I think it's necessary. I don't care like where you are in your life. You know, you should absolutely try doing a boudoir photo shoot for yourself. If not for your husband, your significant other, but for yourself. So you actually do, your groups are really fun. Your one VIP group. You just did a bombshell giveaway. Can you talk about that a little bit and what that does for the women and how you get people involved to be a part of that?
Yeah, absolutely. So boudoir is my business, but my mission is bigger. My mission is to empower women, and especially women in business. Female entrepreneurs are so important to me. When I started my business, I didn't have a lot of role models of women opening businesses. Some women do, they grow up in a house or something, but I really, before I opened the studio, I really didn't know any other women who'd started a business. My family did, I was stepping into a role that felt very foreign to me.
Sure.
And they say it's hard to be what you can't see.
Right.
And so what I wanted to do as part of my business was to give back in a way to other women who were thinking about owning a business, who had a side hustle, or who wanted to succeed as entrepreneurs. So one of the things I did is I started a Facebook group. And it's all local Chicago women. We have, like you said, 8,000 people in the group. And the mission of that group is to help women reach their dreams, whether it's in business or otherwise. We share information, we network. And as part of that, a few weeks ago, we did a bombshell giveaway, which I called it a bombshell giveaway because I do boudoir. And what it was is we We promoted 30 local businesses who were open, who are run by women,
Okay.
and we gave away prizes, and we talked about, we had them on. I interviewed them about what it was like to be a female entrepreneur, and then the grand prize at the end of the week was a boudoir photo shoot.
Oh, very cool. Yes.
So I gave that away, and that was a way to just rally behind the community. That group is really supportive, and I love running that group.
I love it. I think it's so important for women to be empowered. I think that, we've come a long way, but there's definitely a long way to go. And, I myself have gone through my own journey to empower myself. And I realized, so I was married for, quite a while, and my husband, I lost him, he passed away. And I had to learn how to rebuild my life and step into those shoes of self-promoting, if you will. And that's also finding that empowerment, which is, it's a very scary path. So for you, having to go into something that you have never seen an example of, I can only imagine what that felt like. Because that's scary. You're stepping out, and you're doing something that I was never a big self-promoter. I'm not like this. Oh yeah, well, hey, I do this, I do that. I'm not. I had to learn to be like that.
And you know what is so interesting about what you say? Being in business, I think what a lot of women don't realize is the mind game behind it. So you talk about like self-promoting and things. There is something called imposter syndrome. I don't know if you've heard of it. You can Google it. But what it means is basically you're doing something and you're probably succeeding at it and doing well, but inside in your heart, you feel like you don't deserve to be doing it or that you're not good enough to be doing it. And now there can be positive imposter syndrome where it propels you forward to improve and grow, but there can also be toxic imposter syndrome, where it keeps you down from doing what you were meant to do and what you are good at just because of your limiting belief.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of limiting beliefs before I started my business, and I think men and women do, but I think women in particular are often socialized to feel like they are limited to a certain role or to a certain capacity. And one of my goals as a photographer and as a business owner is to help women overcome some of those limiting beliefs and help them believe that they can learn, grow, and achieve their dreams.
I love that, and I think it's so important. Us doing our work, the work that we do here today together, and what we do individually is so important for us, for the community, for women as a whole. So yeah, we got to keep doing what you're doing. I love it. Before we go to a commercial break, can you please let everybody know where they can find you, all your social media handles, your website, all that good stuff?
Yeah, of course. So we're the Chicago Boudoir Photography Studio at chicago-boudoir.com. And boudoir is a little tricky to spell, but it's Boudoir. I'm also on Instagram, chicago.boudoir, and you can find me on Facebook and Yelp and Wedding Wire and all those places under that same name.
Awesome. And I will definitely put all that stuff again in the show notes so you can go there, follow Liz, get a part. If you want to get a shoot in or get a consultation with her, you can reach out to her directly. But we're going to be right back with this quick commercial break. Hey guys, Deanna here with Label Free Podcast. Summer is coming. Are you a six-pack kind of guy or a dad bod kind of guy? Either way, our friends at Manscaped have the fellas' hairy bodies covered. They just launched their 4th generation performance package, which includes the Lawnmower 4.0. That's right, you heard that right, 4.0. Trim from the leaders in male grooming, so the man in your life can join the 2 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code LABELFREE20. That's right, 20% off with free shipping with the code LABELFREE20. So head on over to their website, manscaped.com, and pick up something for yourself, the man in your life, whomever that might want to benefit from keeping everything nice and tight for the summer. Welcome back, you guys. This is your host, Deanna Kuempel with Label Free Podcast. As promised, I'm still here with Liz. She's going to walk us through her beautiful studio where she does the photography, these luxury boudoir shoots for her clients. So Liz, can you please give us the beautiful tour of this amazing studio?
Yeah, awesome. I'm so glad you're here. So when clients come to my studio, before they've even stepped foot in front of the door, I make sure that they get a prep guide. We've gone over everything on the phone so that by the time they get here, they know exactly what to expect.
Awesome.
And then, because boudoir is a little nerve-wracking, but I'm going to be with you every step of the way. It starts in the back with 60 to 90 minutes of professional hair and makeup. That includes lashes and airbrush, so you're ready for your shoot. And then I'm going to style the shoot for each woman. Every woman that comes in is different for what they want and the look they want, so I have lots of different looks here that I can customize each shoot to each woman. So I'm going to show you a few of the things that we have here. also, if you have a creative vision that you want to bring to your shoot, we can also do that as well.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, so first off, we've got a set here of giant Victoria's Secret style angel wings. These are made out of real feathers. They're a blush pink. Women love to add these on shoot to kind of get that soft, romantic Victoria's Secret look, right?
I love this.
And I just ordered another set of dark wings, so we can do a kind of a dark angel look. But these have been really popular. The texture on these feathers photographs really, really well. They work for women of all sizes and shapes and colors. And so I really enjoyed using these wings recently here in the studio.
This is like a fantasy come true. Like if you ever watched the Victoria's Secrets like show, oh my gosh, like I totally am like thinking I'm gonna be a Victoria's Secret angel. Sorry, I gotta add that.
The nice thing about the wings is you put them on and it kind of gets you in character.
Yes.
You start to feel like this is not just your everyday experience, and that's what I love about that.
Yeah, I love this. Okay, now this is so beautiful. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this? You got different backdrops. A lot of really cool backdrops, you guys. I know that those are listening, you can't see it, but you can always go to the YouTube channel where this is live and you can watch it as we're here shooting in Liz's studio. So, Liz.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use studio lights to flatter your body and get a lot of different looks. So some women come in and tell me they want a soft and romantic look, others tell me they want a dark and moody look, and what I can do is change it up for you, and we can always do a combination of everything.
Cool.
So I have different throws, backdrops, linens, headboards to get lots of different looks in your shoot. So I have, blue blankets, purple, leopard, bear skin, and then I have a bunch of different backdrops stacked up here, and I can pull out different backdrops depending on the outfits that you want, your skin tone, what you want for your final look in your shoot.
Very cool.
This side of the studio is light and bright. The other side of the studio is dark and moody, so we can do both.
And I love, so those that are listening, you can definitely go to the YouTube channel, check it out, and all her links will be in the show notes, so you can go directly to her site if you want to book a session with her, check her out, get more information. But the one side is this very pretty floral print behind this bed here where you would lay and just do a very romantic, beautiful, feminine shoot, which is absolutely gorgeous. So now we're going to move on to this over here. So talk to us a little bit more about this. This is more my style.
Yeah, so this is the dark and moody side, and what I do want to say is how much skin you show for a boudoir photo shoot is also going to be up to you. So I have some women who want to stay fairly covered. We can still do something very fun, very sexy. You don't have to bear it all. You could even wear a sexy dress. It's how we style you and how we shoot you. Other women want to do implied nude. We can do that as well. So over here on the dark and moody side, I love to do full dark black pictures that are silhouettes with just a little light, maybe highlighting the curve of your hip or something like that. I have a pair of shoes that you can wear for your photo shoot as well.
Come on now.
These are the red bottom shoes. I have them in every size from 5 to 12. You can borrow these for your photo shoot. This gives a great look. So if you are just listening, they are a pair of black stiletto heels with the red bottom.
The Christian Louboutins. Okay, come on now. We're talking like class, all the way, luxury, all the way, even with the dark and moody. Yes.
For sure. And I found that, again, kind of like the wings, when you put these on, you feel like you're ready. You're in costume. You're ready to do this. And they photograph beautifully, that pop of color.
I love it.
So over here I have a black bed, black backdrops, and black pillows to give more of that dark and moody look, but also can change it up with different linens and things depending on the look we want to go for. And most of the women who come into the studio want to do a little bit of both. Some kind of soft romantic and some dark and moody, and we can always mix it up.
Oh, for sure. I love that. Okay. Now, I love this. This next part, hold on just real quick. Then we're going to build up the momentum here. This next one, I'm totally digging it. I think that I would love to do this because I'm all about, I'll let you explain it.
Yeah, so what I have over here is my steamy shower set. And what I love about this is that I can create the illusion when you're in the studio that you're taking a picture inside of a shower, which is really fun.
Should I go back there?
Sure.
Let me go back there.
Yeah, exactly. So what I would do while you're here is I would spray this. This is a large glass of plexiglass that I have on a frame on wheels so I can move around exactly how I need it. And then I have a spray bottle here. I spray the plexiglass with water to give the effect that you're in a shower. Exactly. And then I use my studio lights to light it in a way that looks like you're actually in a steamy shower. And we can do some really, really fun pictures here. You can see some on my website, some examples. I love, for example, put your hand up against there and then kind of pull your hand down. Exactly, Deanna. Yes, you're getting it.
Yes, I love it.
Exactly. And I love pictures in here that are anonymous, so you can't quite see the face, but
yeah.
you can just see the hand on the glass, or full body, or
I like the full
lots of
body.
options for the.
I'm not shy, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That is super cool. I'd come back just for that. So again, you guys gotta go to check the show notes. Check out Liz's website, chicago-boudoir.com, and all her different social media pages. And before we wrap things up and say goodbye, I want her to show you one last thing that I think is a really great added piece to what she offers.
So most of the women who come into my studio want to go home with an album. Of course, I also offer digital downloads and prints, but the album is popular because it makes for a fabulous gift. I always tell people, like, you don't want to hand your partner a USB gift,
No.
a USB drive
I
for
wouldn't want
Valentine's Day.
to.
This is not very fun. That's not a very fun gift.
Not
But
sexy either.
right. But a beautiful album is great. This one has a velvet cover, and the pictures, we do these layouts that are really pretty with the full spread centerfolds.
Beautiful.
And we take care of all of this for you. Every picture is going to be fully professionally retouched. We take care of the layout, the printing, and the shipping for you so that you just go home with such a beautiful album to remember. And women tell me that they pull out these albums all the time when they just want to be reminded of their power and their beauty.
I love that. With that being said, you guys, I'm going to wrap things up. Liz, thank you so much for being a guest today and showing us your studio and talking to us about what you do and empowering women. It's so important for us women to support each other, you know, especially this day and age. We have to support each other no matter what and keep that positivity going. You guys, this is your host, Deanna Kuempel with Label Free Podcast. Live your best life. You must live label free. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, follow, all those good things, and I'll be back with more dynamic guests.